Hey Kent, it's a little windy, but I just wanted to make a quick video of the trailer just so you could kind of see the functions and everything of it. So the first thing I was going to show you is one of the things that we had talked about when you got this trailer was this front jack. So most of our travel trailers or enclosed trailers usually have a manual or electric front tongue jack. This one in particular is hydraulic. One thing that's kind of cool about it is it requires a key to operate, so if it's shut off you can't run the jack up and down. So let's see here, so just turn that on, and then so this is pretty neat. So it works really good and it's quick. So that's it there. I just wanted to show that to you. The front tongue on this one, as far as where it hooks to the motorhome, is extended so that way it has more clearance when you're maneuvering this thing with the coach. One thing you're probably going to need is a load leveling hitch. Not so much for load leveling to the motorhome, but for the sway control. So right now it does not have one. We have one on the other car trailer, but yeah, this trailer is really nice. So the wheels look good. Triple axle. It's got a nice rear door back here. So probably go ahead and open that up in just a second. And then over here is that door that we had installed. And this is a 4x8 door, which is awesome because even if you're forward or back a little bit in the trailer, you can still open this door up. And the car, you know, like I said, if it's forward or back, it doesn't matter because the door is big enough that your car door will still open and clear it. So on the rear here, we just have a couple handles that lift up, turn to open. So I'll go ahead and put this down. And I'm doing this with one hand, so. And then we got this. It's actually got a little lock here. You have to unscrew, I forgot about. So once that's out, you have another door that comes out there. So nice ramp to go inside. So back here in the very rear compartment, we have the hydraulics for the lift. So in here's just a battery and the hydraulic pump. There's power outlets in the trailer up by the cabinet, and then there's one back here. So the ramps store on the side to drive up onto the lift, and you just pull the pin out and lift the ramp up just a little bit, and then it's got a slot back here on each side of the lift for those. We actually ran the Corvette all the way up. They have an X marked on here for, I think, where they want you to kind of keep the lift at. We ran the Corvette all the way up to this top one, and we still had about 6 inches of clearance to the roof. So, but it's got a light switch back here for the lights up top, and it's also double switch, so there's another switch up front by the other door. Nice floor. So, and then here's our front entry doors here. Down here is the winch. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get this out here. I'm gonna set the phone down for, well, I don't think I have to. There we go. So a nice worn winch. So it just flips back down in the hole. There's also another battery back here. So when you're plugged in with this trailer, it'll charge both of the batteries. So I'll go ahead and stow that. This has got a little control that goes right on top here, and that just plugs in, and it's got a handheld remote that you can just kind of stand back and let it down or pull the car in. So there's that. So, and this is just kind of looking towards the back of the trailer here. So up here by the doors, we got some light switches. It's really pretty bright in here with all the lights on. So there's a light up here, and there's some lights on the sides, and of course on the ceiling. So up there is storage, and there's actually a kind of a metal flap that comes down. So if somebody wanted to, what we did earlier is ran this lift all the way up, and that metal hinged flap up there kind of flips over to the lift, and then that way whatever you're storing or putting up there, you don't have a gap between the lift and the floor. You just walk across, which is nice. So I'm going to go ahead and run the lift up just so you can see it a little bit here. So the lift has got a remote. It's just magnetic to the wall. So we'll go ahead and run the lift up. So you'll notice when it's going up, it'll start clicking, and that's the locking mechanism here. So that was the top notch there. So when you're letting this down, you just got to hold this handle here out of the way. Let's see here. So there we go. And then we'll go ahead and let it back down. And then once it gets down past this last notch here, that last notch, you don't have to hold the handle anymore. It'll just go ahead and go down. One thing I have noticed that we're going to address, since we're not going to be using the hoops on the side of the lift to tie the car down on, we've got to, I think we're going to take this hose off and run it through right there, so that way it doesn't, because sometimes I've noticed a couple times, well, when we were unloading the Corvette, I noticed that you kind of have to keep an eye on this hydraulic line. So there it is all the way back down on the floor. So let me get this snapped back up here. So inside, I just shut the lights off to keep the batteries up, but inside the cabinets is all finished and really nice. So the latches are really nice and solid when they shut. So over here is all the books and paperwork, and if you would like, I can send this stuff to you. So, but I kind of just left it in here for now. Came with 2 sets of keys. I'm holding on to one of them up front, and then we got the other set with the pair of Eagle keys for now. So down here is your breaker panel and the power converter and the battery isolator. So when you're plugged in, this power converter charges these batteries, and that isolator lets the charge go from one battery bank to another. One thing I still need to figure out is these little tubes here, I think, are to help support the side door, or they are for the lift, because I noticed on the lift they have some extra support bars they want you to install before you move down the road. But I also noticed on your big side door that it has notches, so I need to figure out which spot those go in. And I think there's just some more ties and some accessory stuff, and then there's the power cord for it over here. But nice big cabinets. I was really happy with how well they're finished out inside, so with sheet metal and everything. So alright, we'll probably go out the side door real quick. So there's that one. And then of course this one, you just pull the chain here and it releases the latch and opens that up. So a nice big opening right here. But well, I think I'm probably gonna wrap it up. I just wanted to kind of show you the trailer a little bit, so let me know what you think.